How many times a week should you be working out? And how long should those sessions be? It's really kind of a tricky question. To really get into the nitty-gritty of it and answer it, we're going to look back at the 60s and 70s for fitness. So the 60s was this silver era of bodybuilding. It was more like what I like to do. It was a lot of 5x5s, training 2-3 times a week, full body exercises, heavier lifts, and they got good results. They looked good. They shredded fat. They did everything everyone wants to do. Then you get into the 70s and it shifted. Arnold popularized the very high volume, high reps, train 2 times a day, 6 days a week. I don't know about you, but I just don't have the time to do that. But the thing is, a lot of people don't have the willpower to train real hard like in the 60s, which is why as an athlete, we like to blend the two together. The long story short, if you're doing a lot of high volume, if you're doing a lot of reps, if you're doing a lot of body weight, you're really going to have to push it. And you're going to have to do more of it throughout the week. And then, if you're training on the end of heavier stuff, you're going to do less of it through the week because your body needs to recover, and it recovers differently from those two things. Even if you push yourself close to failure on both. Now, that being said, when it comes to pushing yourself to failure, the lower the reps, don't be pushing failure. Especially if you're training in the 1 to 3 range, you shouldn't be training to failure really at all. You should know you're making those lifts. But when it comes to the higher rep stuff, especially over 10 reps, which is kind of arbitrary, but over 10 reps, then you really should be pushing it closer to failure. I'm not really a fan of training to failure unless it's like body weight, but you should be getting closer to failure the higher the reps. All right? But you should always be leaving something in the tank because recoverability from your workouts is important. If you're chronically fatigued, if you're chronically sore, if you are getting less and less energy, you're probably working out too hard or too little, which sounds stupid. But if working out too little can make you chronically fatigued, probably not chronically sore. But if you're working out too hard all the time for your current level of fitness, then yes, you could feel fatigued. You could feel pain all the time. You're going to get certain little pains and joint pains. And that's kind of your idea to take a step back in the next session. But you have to monitor, listen to your body, and just understand that the higher the reps, the closer you can push to failure. The lower the reps, don't quite go so close to failure unless it's like test day. You want a program that kind of combines the two, so you're not training super freaking heavy and hard all the time, but also so you're not in the gym 6 days a week. You want to kind of learn to combine those together into a systemized program like we do at Citizen Athlete. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. If you enjoy it, make sure to stay tuned, and I'll create more videos.